on the Blockbuster Busters Halloween Havoc.
And now I'm gonna jinx myself aloud by saying something stupid like, there couldn't possibly be a movie worse than this one, and then Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 will appear? Of course. Crypty?
Yes, Aaron?
You're an asshole! Greetings, ghouls and goblins, I'm Erod and I'm the Blockbuster Buster. Now I am part of a very small minority that feels that the original Halloween film is self-contained and it needs no sequels. Yes, I know, technically it ends in a cliffhanger, but honestly, I'm okay with that. A horror movie ending with the uncertainty that the menace will come back one day is a great thing. With that said, I still like the original Halloween 2. It may not be as good as the first one, but it concluded the series efficiently, with Michael and Dr. Loomis dying at the end. So why the fuck did they make so many sequels after that? I will never know. With Freddy and Jason, I totally get it. They're supernatural beings. But Michael Myers is just a regular guy. Him miraculously coming back from the dead is just silly, and it's insulting to the original film. And talking about things that are insulting to the original film, then there's this movie. This is it, folks. This is the one that made even hardcore Rob Zombie fans turn on him. This is the one that even people who really enjoyed his remake of the first movie completely and utterly hate. What's so horrible about it? Well, let's begrudgingly find out. So just like the original Halloween 2, this movie begins where the last one left off, with a physically and mentally scarred Laurie Strode being taken to the hospital. The main difference here is that in the original, Michael's body had gone missing. All the while, here he gets picked up by an ambulance.
Did you get a look at the naked chick? I'm just saying. She still look good to me. Nice old titties are hanging out.
That's disgusting. Stop it now.
I got wood just zip-locking her up.
Stop. Shut up.
3 minutes! You couldn't go more than 3 minutes without showing some horrifically perverted asshole!
Hey.
Huh?
What's the difference between jam and jelly?
I don't know. What?
You can't jelly your cock up a dead girl's ass.
You know, to a degree, it makes absolute perfect sense that these are the two assholes responsible for taking Michael Myers to the hospital so he can get patched up and sent back on his merry way to continue his killing spree.
You're like, cow! What? Cow!
They hit a cow? That's so random. Can you Deus Ex Machina in the first act? Well, at least it can't get any more ridiculous than this. What? Michael is okay. He just got shot several times. One of these times he got shot in the face. He was just in a car crash. He should be dead or in a coma. But instead he has the strength to get out of the wreckage, kill the surviving EMT, and walk back into town? Congratulations, Rob Zombie. In less than 20 minutes, you have already exceeded your bullshit limit. It usually takes Michael Bay between 30 minutes to an hour to achieve this.
Wow, dude, this man is a genius.
So apparently, the impervious Michael Myers heads into town. Did I just see Sherry Moon Zombie standing in the middle of the road with a white horse? Nah, no way. I've probably been hitting the candy corn M&Ms a little too hard lately. Because there is no way the Rob Zombie would stick a pointless ghost in a Halloween movie. That would be almost as retarded as them making a Napoleon Dynamite cartoon 5 years after Napoleon Dynamite's popularity has died down. Okay, now I'll admit it. This next sequence is really good, very much in the style of the original films, as we see Michael Myers stalk a wounded Laurie, as he kills off hospital employees along the way. The tension and the pacing is excellent, and... Oh, Okay, well, I guess she's oh! Ah! Okay, oh! Is it over? Well, the boy is thorough, I'll give him that. So Michael finally catches up with Laurie in the security guard booth. Holy shit! How is Laurie gonna get out of this one? It was a dream. The whole fucking opening act was a dream. WTF, mofo, this is the biggest fucking cop-out since the endings of Van Helsing and Prince of Persia. Let's see, where was I? Oh yeah. So we fast forward to 2 years later. And since most of the original movie takes place on the same night at the hospital, we can safely assume that from this point on, Rob Zombie's taking the franchise in his own direction. If you felt a sudden wave of nausea when I said that, then believe me, I feel your pain. So we find Laurie now living with Sheriff Brackett and his daughter Annie, who survived Michael's original attack. Here, we find that the whole experience has forced Laurie to evolve as a character, and frankly, she is a billion times more likable and relatable in this movie, making her far more similar to the original Laurie Strode, played by Jamie Lee Curtis. This is great! Now the three main characters are a far better match to their classic counterparts.
Hello? Yes, hello, darling. No, how are you? Hello? Look, hello? Look at
Are we
this.
analyzing these?
Look, it's the wrong photograph. I mean, this is old Loomis. This is new.
Dr. Loomis used his involvement with the original Halloween massacre to make himself famous? But Dr. Loomis is good, and he's noble. He is the great hero of the Halloween saga. He would lay down his life in a heartbeat in order to protect...
Well, I'm not going in there until you go get me a cup of PG Tips with a splash of milk, and I want it sizzling hot.
Oh, fuck you, Rob Zombie.
Since the authorities haven't been able to produce a body, do you think Michael's alive or dead?
Will he kill again?
Here we go again. Look, let me make things nice and sparkling clear. Michael Myers is fucking dead.
Wait, don't show Michael's face. Never show Michael's face. Wait a minute. The Sherry Moon ghost is real?
He's still alive.
I thought it was part of Laurie's dream. So is Laurie still dreaming? And if so, why would she dream of Sherry Moon Zombie? I mean, she never met her. And Sherry Moon committed suicide while Laurie was still a baby. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. I just...
She can't take it! He's gonna blow!
So Michael is taking a quiet stroll down an open field when he is suddenly accosted by a couple of hillbillies for no apparent reason.
Alright, fuckers, I'll teach you to hit me with a baseball bat. Let me get my mask on so I can do some stabbing.
After butchering the hillbillies, Michael proceeds to kill their dog and eat it raw. Now, usually I would feel disgusted by this, but I'm way too busy feeling utterly confused, as apparently Laurie physically experiences the eating of the dog to the degree that she is made physically ill. Now, I want to apologize ahead of time if it seems just completely superfluous of me to ask the following question, but why? Why would they have a psychic connection? What are they, the Corsican brothers all of a sudden?
Look, it's me! Ow!
Like its prequel, this movie also has a scene in a strip club. But unlike its prequel, this scene has absolutely no bearing on the plot whatsoever. Michael Myers is in a strip club just cause.
This man should write the book on filmmaking.
After a few more scenes that further bastardize the character of Samuel Loomis, we find out that Doc Sellout is on the verge of releasing a tell-all book detailing the events of the Halloween massacre. Sheriff Brackett is deeply concerned that Laurie will read the book and find out that she is actually Michael Myers' biological sister. Matters are made worse when Loomis promotes the book on TV, on a talk show hosted by Chris Hardwick and Weird Al Yankovic? Come on, guys, this is the movie that you decided to do a cameo on? Chris Hardwick, man, you're awesome! You defeated the the doctor at bowling.
I'm the worst scoring bowlie. It's very depressing.
Oh, what? Excuse me? Oh, this is just a thing I have.
Very few humans can make that claim. And Weird Al, you're one of my personal heroes, man. You can parody anything.
I am now a 7th degree black belt in song parodies.
See, you're awesome. You're way better than this movie.
Are we talking about the Austin Powers Mike Myers?
Damn it. I was gonna make that joke later. Oh well. I'll let it slide just this once, cause you're Weird Al Yankovic. Anywho, eventually Laurie does read the book and finds out that she is Michael Myers' sister. At the same time, Michael finally makes it to Laurie's new home, where he finds Annie and proceeds to kill her. And I have to admit, the scene in which Sheriff Brackett sees her dead body, as well as the scene in which Laurie finds out the truth, are really good scenes. Both actors did spectacular jobs of conveying their pain and their suffering. In fact, unless you're completely devoid of all emotion, you might even find yourself compelled to cry during one of these scenes. After all, what would you do if you found out that you were related to the serial killer that killed both your biological and adopted families?
I want to go party! I want to fucking get drunk.
You're gonna get drunk, and you're gonna party. Sorry, for a minute there I forgot what movie I was fucking watching! So Laurie and her pals go to a Halloween party, dressed as the characters from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And right when you thought this movie couldn't get any more disturbing or weird, Laurie's friend, who is dressed like Tim Curry, goes to have sex with the Wolfman. Let me just repeat what I just said so it'll sink in. This movie has a scene in which Tim Curry goes to have sex with the Wolfman. Let me see if I can understand Rob Zombie's resume correctly. He's a rock star, a director, and an author of slash fan fiction. You know what? I'm good here. I don't need to see the rest of the scene. So before I receive mental scars that I'll never heal from, let's cut to Laurie and see what she's doing. What? She can see the ghost too? So Laurie's schizophrenic now? Look, schizophrenia is a serious mental condition. It's not an STD. You can't just catch it from somebody who has it just by coming in contact with them. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just cut to Sheriff Brackett. Wait a minute. That's Bill Fagerback. You know, from The Stand. He also played the voice of Broadway in Gargoyles, and he's actually more famous for doing the voice of Patrick Star in SpongeBob SquarePants. So let me just clarify what we're seeing here. So we have Patrick Star and Chucky the Killer Doll teaming up as members of the Haddonfield Sheriff's Department. I would totally watch that show! Well played, Rob Zombie. Well played. So push comes to shove and Michael and Laurie end up in an abandoned shack together. Hopefully this time he'll actually try to kill her as opposed to just sitting there doing nothing. But don't get your hopes up, folks, cause what? Not only can she see and hear them, but she is being held down by Michael's younger self, even though he's not there?
Cool down. Put her back on lane. System go!
Okay, I think I'm better now. So Sheriff Brackett and his deputies show up to save the day, and Dr. Loomis shows up to help too, even though he has spent the entire movie being a rude, inconsiderate, selfish asshole. And then, for no good reason, he decides to show up and help clean up the mess that he helped create? Sheriff Brackett, do you mind? Thank you. Against the sheriff's wishes, Loomis storms into the shack, and then proceeds to reassure us of our sanity.
I can't. He's holding me down.
What? Listen to me, Laurie. There's no one holding you down!
Oh, thank God. Then the action spills outside and...
Die!
Did he just talk?
Die!
Well, In the interest of fairness, if Michael Myers were to speak, that's pretty much all I could imagine him saying.
For God in heaven, die! Hold your fire!
Yup, Rob Zombie just killed all 3 of the main characters of the Halloween series in the same scene. Yeah, there's definitely a metaphor here somewhere. Oh, not again. What the fuck is this? Is this the real world? Is it a dream? Is it the afterlife? Is it the waiting room at the dentist's office? What the shit am I looking at here? Did he just knock off the final scene from Psycho? Oh my god. Yes, he did. It's exactly the same. Yes, I know. The original Halloween has always shared a connection with Psycho, since its star, Jamie Lee Curtis, is the daughter of Janet Leigh, the star of Psycho. Hell, they even did a scene together in Halloween H2O. Stupid title. But does that justify Rob Zombie knocking off one of the greatest horror movies ever made? This movie is just plain fucking horrible. While I did not enjoy the first movie, I'm still pretty confident that it could pass itself off as your stereotypical dumb slasher flick. This one, however, is your stereotypical dumb slasher flick trying to pretend like it has some form of a deeper meaning, when it clearly doesn't. All this dream ghost shit is so out of place and unnecessary, and it makes the movie look more dumb and brainless than it would without it. As terrible and unnecessary as the Friday and Nightmare remakes were, at least I didn't hate them. These movies, however, I hope to never see again. Now I have to address the question that I know I'll be getting for the next few weeks. Do I think that Rob Zombie's a bad director? Absolutely not. The guy shows limitless potential. He has a great taste in actors, he has a vast knowledge of the genre, and he knows how to get great performances from his principal players. But it just seems like he's far more concerned with being a rebel and doing things his own way, as opposed to making a film that is faithful to the original franchise. And for that reason, I feel he should play to his strengths, and stick to producing his own original material, and stay away from remakes. And he should definitely institute a 1 or 2 douchebag character limit to his movies. Cause when every single damn character is a perverted douche, it's just way too distracting and annoying. And it takes away from the very few good elements that these movies have. In fact, the one major improvement that this movie has over the first one is that it has far more likable characters. But other than that, it's a million times worse. Alright, it's time to check again.
That looks terribly heavy, Erod. Do you want to give up?
Never. Bring on the sparkly pricks. Nothing cheers me up faster than dusting some suckheads.
Oh, did I forget to mention? I took the liberty of removing all of your weapons from your apartment. So you're going to have to face the latest installment of the Twilight Saga without your powers or your toys.
Join the Legion, suckers!